I thought I had reached the lowest point of my life, until my daughter-in-law screamed those words in front of everyone. "Why is that old leech here? We don't have space." The room went silent. I stood frozen near the doorway, my small suitcase still in my hand. Just an hour earlier, my son had told me to come stay with them for a few weeks after my surgery. I believed him. I trusted him. I was 72 years old, weak, and still in pain. My home had flooded after a broken pipe, and I had nowhere else to go. My daughter-in-law didn't even look ashamed. She crossed her arms and stared at me like I was trash dragged in from the street. My son avoided my eyes. "Mom, maybe this isn't the right time," he mumbled. That hurt more than her words. I remembered holding him through fevers, skipping meals so he could eat, working double shifts to pay for his education. And now, I was a leech. I quietly picked up my suitcase and turned to leave. That's when something inside me broke, and something else woke up. Because they had no idea who they were humiliating. I didn't go to a shelter. I didn't beg relatives. I checked into a modest hotel using a credit card I rarely touched. That night, I cried, not from sadness, but from clarity. Years ago, after my husband passed, I sold our old business. I never told anyone how successful it had been. I invested quietly, lived simply, and watched my son build his life without interference. I wanted him to love me, not my money. The next morning, my phone rang. It was my son. "She didn't mean it like that," he said. "You know how stressed she is." I smiled. "No worries," I replied. "I won't be a burden." A week later, I received a call from a lawyer. The house my son lived in? It was still legally mine. I had let him stay rent-free, planning to gift it to him someday. Someday. That same day, I was invited to a family gathering, an apology dinner, they called it. When I arrived, my daughter-in-law forced a smile. "We misunderstood each other," she said. I nodded politely. Then I stood up and calmly placed a folder on the table. "You're right," I said. "You don't have space." They looked confused. "Which is why," I continued, "I'll be taking mine back." Their faces went pale. The documents were clear. The house was mine. Always had been. I gave them 30 days to move. My daughter-in-law began to cry. My son begged. For the first time, I saw fear instead of arrogance. "I raised you to respect people," I told my son softly. "Especially those who carried you when you couldn't walk." I didn't take revenge. I took dignity. I used the house sale to move into a peaceful retirement community and donated part of the money to a charity for abandoned elderly people. People like the woman they called a leech. A month later, my son came alone to visit me. He apologized, truly this time. Some lessons are painful. But they are necessary. Because age is not weakness. And kindness should never be mistaken for dependence. If this story touched your heart, like and share it with someone who believes elders deserve respect. Subscribe for more emotional stories about family, dignity, and life lessons. And tell me in the comments, should respect be earned or remembered?